The challenge of this chakra, all the chakras have a challenge for us, is to liberate the spirit, set it free, open to the divine, set the spirit free. Because if we are super locked in the 3D experience, we lose this freedom, right? So when we open the crown chakra, and this reminds me to this book, The Prophet of Khalil Gibran, right? And he's like, we are the spirits, we can move freely in the world. It's all about a state of consciousness. So yeah, that's true as long your crown chakra is open. Because if it's not open, you will feel imprisoned, definitely, because you are in the 3D. Yeah. So, and this is a nice way to see everything, not only prison of physical place, but mentally, as well, because many things put us in that state of consciousness when we feel in prison, when you need to, I don't know, here in Australia, when you are about applying for a different visa, or you see what are the conditions that the government put, and then that could be a prison. Or right now, the coronavirus in the world, that could be another prison that we feel, that we don't have the power to visit our family members when we want. When you connect with the crown chakra, you can find that freedom that was taken away when you are locked into the 3D thinking, okay, I don't know when I'm seeing my family again. And when you start thinking, I don't know when I see my family again, that I think applies for the majority of people here. Then you're like, well, if anything happened, and then your vibration will start to drop. Because you are like, oh my gosh, I'm in another continent, or another country or another state. And then until they tell me, okay, you can take an airplane to visit your mom, I can. And what if something happened to my mom and I can't be there? And so you start to create all these thoughts and fall in the trap. No more freedom, right? So what we use the crown chakra to actually do the opposite. Find the freedom even in the worst circumstances, seeing things from the 3D perspective, like the prophet into this prison. That's the challenge, and it's a challenge, really, daily challenge. The energy of this chakra allow us to experience mystical oneness, where the oneness is what gives us this freedom when we feel all one, when we feel that everything is connected. When I start feeling, well, yeah, it's true, this is the conditions that the government is giving me, but again, I'm the government as well, because we are all one, so we are affecting each other, and if they can affect me, I could enter into the patterns creating this reality, and I could actually make changes. So we are going that way. As more we awake our consciousness, we start to feel we are co-creators of our reality, and then there are actually no real limits or no real limitations. You have a sense of knowing that there is a deeper meaning of life, and there is an order that underlies all of existence. Yeah. When we understand that, again, it's no more prison. Everything happened because it's a reason why, and every little thing in our life is actually an opportunity for us of growth. And that's also give you freedom, sense of freedom. The crown chakra invites us to transcend the ego, and to know that all of creation is interconnected at a fundamental level. I was talking about this about the message that I was channeling yesterday about we are all one, and how it applies actually, right, in our personal life. So, but again, like this one depends on this one. So this light blue one is the throat manifesting into the 3D. Yeah. And this is our heart. Well, below is the heart center, the green star. that manifest in the 4D. But for me to manifest in the 4D, I need to have my crown chakra open. Otherwise, this is like having, having the super, I don't know, like a really good modem, but you don't pay for the internet connection. So it's useless. Yeah. So if you don't have any internet like connected to the modem, it won't work, right? So let's say that the internet is the crown chakra, but then you need a good modem, which is your heart. Yes. So you need both. With the good internet but not good modem, still the Wi-Fi sign in your house will be weak, right? And you're like, oh, I have like unlimited data, but not useless. So they both work holistically together, right? Very important for us to remember this. Okay, so the pineal gland is connected with the crown chakra. The pituitary gland is connected with the third eye. Again, in internet, people say the opposite. They say that the pineal gland in the third eye. Well, in some way it is, because the pineal gland is connected with all the chakras. Like, it's the master gland, yes, above the pituitary gland. But the correlation of the chakra is the pineal gland is the crown. And makes sense, because it's what, again, open you to yourself, your consciousness, to higher realms. So this is the master key that translates all the signals of our environment into an endocrine response. Regulates all the hormones in our body. So this means, it translates into, okay, if I am awakening my crown chakra in the awakening process, my whole body will feel it, definitely. Yes. So if you have been opening your crown chakra gradually in your life, probably you can't notice big or major changes. But for people who is awakening the pineal gland recently, and they are, I don't know, over 20, they will experience big changes in their body. They may even get very sick, because the whole body is like going crazy. Like the pineal gland is changing. So the whole body will first go into a crisis that could last a few months or a few years. Yeah. So this is for you to, when you observe, others, or yourself. Yeah. That's why it's very important to be very compassionate. And that's why we say the ascension symptoms, because the ascension is opening the crown chakra. That's what it is. And as more we open the crown chakra, the more light enter into our body. So for sure, the whole body will be crazy for a little while or for a long while. I don't know. So, well, yeah, I won't go through this because it's more detailed, but this is for you to read later. Okay. I think this is important, that it says that is very sensitive to environmental chemicals. Yes. So that's when we connect everything, like these people who is now saying, no, we need to use products that are in our body, that are free of certain chemicals or free of chemicals at all, because they may block your pineal gland. That's true, and unfortunately we are exposed to chemicals like all day. Yeah. And when we drink water, when we use perfumes, when we go to a place and people is, even when you don't wear them, if you are exposed to people who are full of chemicals around, we feel it, right? So we may become very sensitive and our body will react to it. So that's true, yeah? So we need to be very careful of what we eat. So which means that when we open the crown chakra, so we may develop the an allergy. Yes. And the allergy means that we are awakening the crown chakra. So why we develop that allergy? Because the allergy is telling us, hey, be careful with this, be careful with this food, try to change your diet, try to change anything that makes you feel the allergy. So that's why now it's very popular. So many different allergies that before were not popular. So now everyone is celiac, or everyone is allergic to milk or lactose and things like that. And like, why? Oh, because we are opening the human kingdom is opening the heart, the crown chakra. So the body is calibrating itself according to this new energy. So it can't tolerate anymore those other energies. The symptoms when your crown chakra is blocked, well, you may feel apathy, cynicism, disconnected from your spirituality, self-destructive tendencies. Maybe it's not blocked, maybe it's just a little bit blocked, not fully. Yeah. And this happens, it's normal, it's a defense system as well. When it's overwhelming, we may fall into these things. Meanwhile, the following are common symptoms of underactive crown chakra: confusion about what you want to do, lack of inspiration, the side of oversleep, and the physical symptoms, many symptoms. I'm just giving you a few. Poor coordination, chronic tension, headaches as well. Yeah. But it's normal to block the crown chakra eventually, because sometimes you have a partner, and if the crown chakra is becoming a blockage, an obstacle for you to do your job or to be happy with your partner or any circumstance, you may block it yourself. And it's part of, don't judge yourself if that happened to you. We need to clear our chakra in a daily basis. Yes. Like I said before, we are exposed all time. So, for example, when I go to the city here in Perth, which is really small city, very small. However, I need to protect myself and I need to cleanse myself after I leave the city, because I feel my crown chakra contaminated and stop working normal. It becomes erratic. Yeah. And I believe it's because in the city is so much Wi-Fi signals, so much going on. So in electrical or magnetic terms, so that I feel it straight away. Yeah. So it's mandatory for me to cleanse myself when I come back from the city. And I always think, imagine the people who live in the city. Yeah. So if you live in the city, well, try to protect your house, try to do daily, because maybe you need to live in the city because it's part of your mission. Fair enough. So you need to really be aware of doing not even daily, like a few times per day, do these cleans to try to be aligned with yourself. Yeah. But for sure, definitely when your crown chakra is open and active, you feel definitely better when you are in places that are not that toxic for you. So that's why you may feel better when you go to the mountains or the beach, when you are in a little town than in a big city. It will be very overwhelming. How much beauty you can see in the world around you. So this is also a way to expand your crown chakra. If you know that your crown chakra is responsible of helping you to see the beauty, if you want to expand your crown chakra, go out there and look for the beauty. Even in the middle of the ugly. Yes, just try to find the beauty even in the middle of limitations or struggling or something. Try to see the beauty. A friend yesterday was saying to me, she was like, if you can love someone even when in the worst expression, that means you really being capable to love in real. You know what I mean? Because otherwise you love only what that person makes you feel. But if you can love her or him even when they are lost in the darkness, that means that you know, you are expanding your heart center and becoming a bit, you know, more evolved, you know. So your excitement levels as well are the crown chakra responsible for that. Yes. Motivations to reach goals. Yes. So when you motivate yourself to set goals and go for them, you are stimulating your crown chakra. Hmm? So that's why very important to always have goals, even if are very small goals for tomorrow. Still, you know, focus on that will help you to bring some clarity as well to your third eye. Yes. So when you are lost in life, overwhelmed, come back to the basics and be like, well, okay, I will just focus on planning the rest of my afternoon. What is you know, accessible for you? Yeah. So you may not know how to things are gonna be next month, but you, if you can at least organize your afternoon, set goals for, well, then you are more focused and then your crown chakra start to be more grounded and more connected with your root chakra and the rest of the chakras, of course. The crown chakra needs to be grounded. If it's not grounded, it's still not yeah, heal, no, what's what, healthy. Your ability to find peace means is equal to how your crown chakra is, how open or not is your crown chakra. Yeah. So if you feel like I'm not finding peace, I'm so crazy lately. All right. So if you want to heal your crown chakra, go and look for peace. Call your friend that helps you to find, to talk about things that help you to find your own peace, not the peace outside, but the peace inside of you. Go to the temple. I used to find peace going to church, you know, um, just connecting, you know, with the energy in there, especially when the churches had, this one of Lourdes had like a big park behind the church where full of flowers, and all the flowers have different colors. And so I needed to go there, you know, I felt really good. Nature, you know, whatever for you brings you peace, will help you to expand your crown and your self-worth. If you don't feel self-worth, you need to pay attention, because probably your crown chakra is not, it's not flowing in healthy, you know, it has probably some blockages. Yes. So whatever triggers you and make you realize that you don't have self-worth is a sign for you to know that you need to work on your crown chakra and do the things I have said before. Yeah. Peace, goals, love, you know, all those things. Yes. When your chakra is properly aligned and fully open, you will experience a lot of pleasure in life. Even if you are the prophet in prison, he still felt a lot of pleasure when he was writing, and connecting. Yes. We enter into this body through the crown, and we leave through the crown as well. Yes. So this tunnel experience is like crossing the crown chakra. The tunnel that people see when they are about passing away, or close to death experience, near death experience, I think is the way, is the crown chakra. Yeah. Do you see this geometric form? This is the cube of Metatron. So we use this cube to cleanse the crown chakra. And if you ever saw my computer, I have the cube of Metatron as my background in the computer. So I'm all the time like with that image in my head, so I can work in a clean like daily. So I'm not sure. Maybe it's a bit obsessed having the cube of metal, but I work doing this, so I need to. But if you can have it handy every day, let's start working with the cube of Metatron for today. You know, have it there somewhere. You know, to as a reminder. Yeah, because the image uh will activate the process itself. How you probably are like how an image can activate this is the same if you have an image of a beach in your living room. So if you stop and look to the picture, that will bring you some peaceful feelings. It's the same. So we have the cube of Metatron. So the body knows exactly what to do automatically. What you said is, I ask for assistance to Archangel Uriel and Archangel Metatron to enlighten me now and assist me to open my crown chakra. I ask Archangel Metatron to clear all my chakras. And I thank you for this expansion and healing. You will never, 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 never work on the crown chakra, ignoring the rest of the chakras. Yeah. So I actually had a girl in the other course in the chakra healing for South America, and a lady, and she was like, no, I only need to work the higher chakras, you know. So I want to skip the first 3 classes because I don't need it. She said to me, and well, she ended up not doing it because I said to her that wasn't that the way to work with it, you know. So I'm not I can't help her. But because why? Because there's no way to work with the crown chakra if I'm not making sure that my root chakra is clean, anchored, and with the energy flowing beautifully. Because we are humans and we fully depends of both. That's why naturally the crown chakra won't be really open for people in general, and takes time, is the last one, because we need to make sure we already have open and activate and we are working in the other chakras first.